This is an informal disclaimer letting you know that nothing we talk about in this episode is to be taken seriously. Everything we say and or discuss in this episode is purely for comedic entertainment. Thank you. Hypothetically, this is a podcast you were listening to that you hypothetically stumbled upon because you hypothetically had nothing else better to do. It's me, lyrical Larkish Lachlan.
And me, passionately patriotic Paisley.
And you're listening to Hypothetically.
I don't remember what it sounds like.
How's Tricks?
Good. Today's been great. I did some yard work.
No way, I did too. We were there at the same time.
No way.
We were at the same place.
At the same time.
Yeah.
In the same dimension.
In the same dimension. It'd be weird if we weren't in the same dimension.
Would it though?
I mean, probably be cool, but
weird nonetheless.
Weird nonetheless.
No, it goes good. After that, I came home and I rested for a while. But yeah,
I did too.
My week's been pretty chill. How about you? How's Tricks?
How's Tricks? Tricks is whatever you think it should be, and what I think it should be has been fantastic. A lot of people were very positive with the podcast and that we decided to do. Like, no one has talked to me in person about it. I have only talked to people in person about it. When I originally had the idea for this podcast, I wanted to share it to as many platforms as I could. So I have it on Spotify, YouTube, and newly Amazon Music. I was able to put it on Amazon Music. Still trying to figure out how to get it on Apple Podcasts. For some reason, their website, I can't remember what it's called. It's like Apple Podcast Connect or something.
Are you talking about like the
app that comes on the iPhone?
Like the actual podcast app on
the podcast app on the iPhone.
Yeah, I know of it.
Yeah, I tried getting on there because it's a very big podcast site. But for some reason, Apple Podcast Connect does not want me to sign in, even though I have everything necessary. I put in my Apple ID, put the password in, and after I hit enter, it just sends me right back to that exact same page. And it's stupid. I looked online and I saw a Reddit post where everyone had like the exact same issue. So the one who posted it was like, "Help!"
That's funny.
Apple Podcast won't let me submit it wouldn't let me submit my podcast to it without me making like several calls to customer service calls.
That's
nasty. All the other comments were exactly the same. They were just like, yeah, no, I had to do the exact same thing. And I'm just like, well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk to people.
Hey, you know what?
I'm not going to spend an hour on a phone call, or at least an hour of phone calls trying to get my podcast. I mean, eventually maybe I'd do that because I at least want it to be there.
Yeah.
Regardless, the strictly online reaction and response to the first episode of the podcast have been quite positive so far, and I'm very happy about this. Me and my sister over here, the dumb one, has been...
But you're not entirely wrong.
We have been we've been talking about making a podcast for at least 2 years now. Maybe
I'd say
more.
Longer.
Longer? Yeah, you think?
Since like probably 3 years. I want to say since 2022, 2021.
Yeah, like that checks out. I agree. I concur.
So roughly 4 years.
4 years of talking about making a podcast. And 1 day of actually making the podcast. Because it is surprisingly easy. All you need to do, for anyone out there who wants to make a podcast, all you need is a phone, honestly. Like, if you just want to get something there, like a podcast out there on Spotify, all you need is a phone. Other than that, it's free.
Yeah. Now, if you want it to be, like, mid quality, I'd say, because our quality isn't...
It's not the highest quality, but I mean...
Microphone-wise. Our content is top
Our
quality.
content is top tier, gobsmacking,
S tier,
finger looking good.
What he said.
Content.
Yes.
We should make a tier list soon.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so fun.
That'd be hilarious. It might mess with our little our structure here a little bit, but that is totally fine. Who cares about structure anyways?
Structure.
Like I said in the last episode, this structure is more like guidelines than anything else.
Precisely.
But now I guess we should go on to our first segment, our hypothetically segment. Bless you. Okay. So, our first hypothetical segment. Would you like to go first this time?
Sure. That joke lasted way too long. My apologies to all of the listeners. Sure.
Once upon a time, there was a girl, a very humble, who thinks she is also extraordinarily pretty and just the best person in the world. Still very humble. She saw that her brother had decided to make a podcast once. His name is Lachlan, and her name we will never know. We will just never know what her name is. And she was so generous to lend her stupid older brother actually, to lend over her entire living space so that they could record this dumb podcast.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
Yeah, well, I didn't say it was you. This could be an entirely different person.
Who's alternate dimension.
An alternate dimension.
I have my hypothetically question now.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. I was just stalling.
Okay.
Just giving you time. All right, go ahead. Right. What is your hypothetically question?
Hypothetically. Mm-hmm. Stick with me here on this one. Hypothetically, if you lived in the Victorian era and you were a part of a higher class family,
yeah,
would you marry a member of another higher class family for money's sake, or would you marry for true love, even if it meant that they were like poor, like holes in the pockets type poor?
I think if I were in the Victorian age, I would marry as many people as I absolutely could.
Holy!
Because I'm pretty sure that was illegal at that time.
I mean, I don't.
I mean,
I didn't pay that close attention to history.
Obviously, we're joking. I'm joking. Don't read into anything, you guys.
Don't read into anything.
I prefaced in the first episode that it can even be silly guesses. Yes. No, that is, we might cut that out.
Whoa.
I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah. What?
Answer.
I want to say that I would marry for true love because that is very in line with my personality.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if I'm already of the higher class, would I really need any more money? I'm thinking logically.
Well, hypothetically,
your family, hypothetically,
you were very wealthy, but a bunch of your family members had spending problems.
Oh, wait. Does that mean I also have spending problems?
No.
So what's your point?
My point is you don't have spending problems, but your family does, and they like to spend your money. But since you're rich,
they like to spend my money.
But since you're rich, they're like, oh, it's whatever. And so you realize, okay, we may need to cut back on some things. You're not like poor, and you're not like going completely bankrupt. It's just you're losing money fast. Do you hypothetically marry for love, marry somebody who has money, or like completely lose all connection with your entire family?
Oh, is it that serious?
Yes.
So
I'm making it this serious.
So my family
hypothetically serious situation.
Okay, so my family only loves me for my money.
No.
But
But they won't stop spending your money.
Wait, hold on. Wait,
hypothetically.
Hypothetically, I forgot a part that you said that I'm pretty sure you said that my family will stop loving me.
I don't remember saying that.
Well,
at
okay,
all.
if maybe you didn't, we can listen back to it. But
marry somebody who has money, or like completely lose all connection with your entire family. Hypothetically, imagine your family said, "If you stop giving us money, we'll stop loving you."
I mean, is it really me that's giving them money, or are they just stealing it from me?
But because you're not stopping it.
I could. I'm rich enough.
Okay.
Besides the point, let me get back to your original question. Hypothetically.
Okay,
hypothetically, I would choose to marry for love. Because I think that marrying for the purposes of getting money is stupid in and of itself. And not just stupid like it's the wrong thing to do. Stupid as in it's just dumb.
Yeah.
Like, it's completely impractical.
Yeah.
Listen, you have to pay for the wedding and everything, and who's to say the person that you're going to marry even owns that money? That is from their family. You are essentially stealing from your spouse's family.
Yeah.
Like, that's essentially what my family's doing, right? Maybe I married... Wait, hold on. Hypothetically, if I did marry to get money, and my family was still taking my money, they wouldn't be taking my money, they'd be taking money from my spouse. Right?
Ooh.
Which is technically what I'm also doing, so I am no better than my family members stealing. So for that reason, I'm going to take the moral high ground of the elitist that I am and marry for love. That honestly didn't make much sense, given the personality that I'm kind of portraying here.
No.
In a really weird, roundabout way, that is exactly what I'm doing.
Nice.
Yes. All right, so I guess it's time for mine.
Yes.
Just gather my thoughts real quick, if that's all right.
Do I need
with
to answer
you.
my own question, or do you?
You can answer your own question. Yeah. Because I did last episode.
Let's see. I guess I probably would marry for true love, but that's only because I think that you don't need money to be happy. Okay, hypothetically, true love, like storybooks exists. Like, it just exists. That's how it is. Hypothetically. And I have no money at the end of it. I don't think that that's gonna really affect me if I marry my true love. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
All right. That's my answer.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, that was a lot less convoluted than what I had going on over here. Let's see. Shut up. Hypothetically.
Okay.
If you had the ability to phase in and out of solid objects, what would be the first thing you do?
Rob a bank.
I knew you were going to say that because I thought about it too. I'm not saying that I was going to rob a bank. I would either. But it would be terrifyingly easy.
I don't think I would rob a bank. I think I would just break into the safe, look at the money, be like, haha, I could steal all this if I wanted to, and then not steal it.
Well, here's the thing. It's not actually breaking in because nothing's being broken.
It's just going in.
You're actually not even committing any crimes. No destruction of property. You're just walking into the bank.
And there's no trespassing signs.
Well, that's debatable. It depends on the bank. It depends on if it's a bank in
vault.
The vault. Yeah.
Like, I'm talking 1950s bank.
Yes. It depends on when you walk in there.
We'll shoot Suggins into the side of the wall.
Okay, John Mulaney.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, let's say you walk into a bank like, I don't know, St. Louis, Missouri, whatever.
Gosh. No.
No?
Leave St. Louis, Missouri in the last episode.
I mean, okay, fine, whatever. I like making callbacks. They're hilarious.
It's fine if you make callbacks. I was joking.
Don't roll your eyes at me.
I was joking. I was. Why else would I say, leave it? Obviously, I don't mean leave it.
Okay.
It's just a joke.
Okay.
Edit all of that out.
Why? What if I want to keep it?
Because
I'm in control.
I'm just saying that it feels awkward to me.
Remember your place.
Crap, dude.
I don't know what I'm gonna edit out in this video.
We'll see.
We'll see. All right. So, did you gave your answer? Yeah. Just walk into a bank.
We either walk into a bank, or
Oh my.
No, I'm not gonna rob a bank. You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna steal a car.
Steal a car?
But not any car.
Oh no.
Specifically, stay with me on this. I'm gonna drive. No, I can't drive because I don't have a car. So I have to walk to St. Louis, Missouri. We have to walk to St. Louis, Missouri to phase through and steal this car. Now, you have to phase through the building to steal the keys first. Or I could just phase my little finger into the keyhole and then just drive like that. Seems like it would get uncomfortable though.
Mm-hmm.
So, phase through the car dealership, and steal the keys, then phase through the car and steal the car, and then drive away.
So it's a non-specific car other than the fact that it is located in St. Louis, Missouri.
I have an idea of what I want the car to be,
Mm-hmm.
but all I know is that I want it to be like an old car. Like, I'm talking 60s, maybe possibly even late 50s model.
Oh, wow.
I like old cars, and I would most likely steal, but it had to be like mint condition, because some cars they just don't run, and if they do, they've got like the bottom floorboards are rusted out at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
But I would probably steal a car, and then another car,
and then another car,
and then rob a St. Louis, Missouri bank.
With no trespassing signs.
Precisely. You gotta make sure. Otherwise, and again, even if I didn't have the phasing power, I could always use the brick tap 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 jiggle jiggle method.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It would work.
Well.
What about you? What would you do? Rob a bank?
No.
Rob a little bank?
I will rob nothing. But here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to...
I'm sorry, that was really weird.
The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drive to Fort Knox.
Oh gosh.
And walk in there.
Okay.
Because assuming I can phase through any matter, alright?
Right.
I am now impervious to anything. I am essentially invincible. I walk into Fort Knox, okay? Just walk through the gates. They're trying to shoot me. They're calling orders. There's like explosions happening and everything, and I'm just walking. I'm just walking.
Thunder style.
What?
Tropic Thunder style.
Tropic Thunder style. Walking. There's some rock music playing in the background. Slow motion. Everything that they're throwing at me. They're throwing bricks at me with 13 gray specks on it. I'm just walking. I'm strolling. All right. It's leisure. They don't even know if they can hear me. They keep shooting and exploding stuff until I eventually stop because they're just so confused.
Yeah.
And bewildered. Like maybe they're even like, maybe we should just open the doors for them because of how like they might think that I'm an alien and that they should try to bargain their way out of this because obviously they can't kill me. They don't know if I can hurt them. Maybe they'll just give me all the gold anyways. Who knows?
It's a possibility.
It's a possibility. I mean, I'm just gonna walk in. I'm not even gonna take anything. I'm just gonna walk in and like sit down or whatever. I don't even know. I just wanna see all their reactions to this. All right,
and that's camera everywhere.
What if I just tell like a really like not even a funny joke, but just a really out of pocket joke and see who laughs.
Yeah.
See who laughs. If everyone isn't already just overcome with shock.
Yeah.
At this point, because no one will know how this actually works. We can kind of conceptualize how it might work in a movie or a book kind of way, but we'll never really know how it actually plays out unless it plays out in practice.
Right.
So yeah, that's what I would do, and then I would probably go walk into the White House and just give a hey, howdy, how are you, there, Mr. Trump?
How you doing, Mr. Trump? Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Yep.
All right, so I guess that was it for our hypothetically segment.
All right.
Moving on to segment 2. Comedy. Yes. So for this comedy segment, Paisley, gonna have to ask you to whip out your phone. I assume you noticed that I have my laptop here in front of me because we are recording on my phone. We can it'll be just awkward to do it while I look at my phone for look things up on my phone because this will require you to use the interwebs. What we're going to do is we're just going to research Florida Man headlines and see what comes up.
Wow.
We're going to search up Florida Man headlines and just have a good time.
Absolutely.
See what comes up. We can even read the articles if we want.
Do it
All right,
now.
3, 2, 1, go. Nope, this is intense. We don't have... Here.
What are we doing?
We're searching Florida Man headlines, and we're gonna read them. Oh, this is hilarious.
Okay.
All right. Frick it, I'm drunk. Take me to jail. Florida Man crashes lawnmower into police car.
Oh.
Isn't that fantastic? This
Yes.
one, I don't think it actually has the articles on here because it's MSN. It's just showing like the 22 most Florida Man headlines of the month. So I guess Florida Man is an adjective now.
Yes.
You have anyone have anything that's hilarious right now?
Florida man tries to shoot puppy. Puppy shoots him instead.
Oh, oh my! Can you get access to the article on that one, like the actual article?
Yes, I can. A Florida man was shot by one of his 7 puppies. He was attempting to kill one of them when it put their paw on the trigger of his gun.
Oh my gosh!
Holy cannoli!
Did he die? Is he alive?
I don't want to read the rest of the article, but
okay,
yes.
That's fine. All right,
I'm seeing a lot of them, and they're.
Yeah, no, they're crazy.
I'm befuddled. Florida man arrested for pooping on a possum in public.
Sorry, what? I kind of zoned out there for a bit. What did you say?
Florida man arrested for pooping on an opossum in public.
All right. That's dumb. Everyone keeps alligators in their backyard. Hold on. None of these are good.
Florida man dressed as FBI pistol whips haunted house host with BB gun.
What? Okay.
Florida man takes 18-wheeler on police chase through multiple counties in Texas.
Bruh. Oh, I found the possum one.
Yeah.
Okay, this website has nothing.
Yeah, that's the same one that I'm looking at.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look up Florida Man instead of Florida Man headlines.
Florida man gets beat up by the Easter Bunny.
What?
Orlando, a Florida man received a beatdown from the Easter Bunny, and the whole thing was caught on video. The Easter Bunny saved up more than just baskets of candy. It all started when a man bumped into a woman and words were exchanged. The bunny hopped into action and it proceeded to demonstrate his fists of fury.
Oh.
Whoa.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Florida man attacked during selfie with a squirrel.
Florida man drinks 2 liters of vodka, burns down house baking cookies on a George Foreman grill.
Florida man in "No, seriously, I have drugs" t-shirt arrested for possession of drugs.
That's funny. Machete-wielding Florida man arrested after running from road rage incident. What?
Florida man charged with assault with a deadly weapon after throwing alligator through Wendy's drive-through window.
Oh my god!
It's from 11:48 p.m. February 8, 2016. What the frick? I think I heard about that one somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Florida man steals car, realizes a baby is in it, drops baby off safely, and makes his getaway.
Oh my gosh.
Thousands of gun owners in Florida planning to shoot down Hurricane Irma.
What?
That was 6 years ago. Florida man gets tired of waiting at hospital, steals ambulance, drives home.
I mean, hey.
Florida man tries to rob GameStop wearing transparent bag on his head.
What website are you on? This one's not good.
Boardpanda.com, hilarious Florida man headings. Florida man breaks into jail to hang out with friends.
That's insane.
I mean, what else are you gonna do?
Not that.
Okay, is this funny, or is this, are we boring people?
I think some of them just aren't funny. Florida man didn't... What? Oh, Florida man denies drinking and driving. He says he only swigged bourbon at stop signs.
I just came across that one. Oh
this
my
guy, that
gosh.
seems like an excuse I would come up with.
Florida man leaves job at Burger King, steals other nuggets because frick it.
Yep.
Bruh.
Florida man climbs onto playground equipment to tell children where babies come from. Oh my gosh!
Florida man arrested for assaulting girlfriend with a fried chicken.
That's insane.
Okay, all right. I think
Florida man steals neighbor's peacock and gets chased by angry birds.
Oh my gosh. Florida man manages to misspell school on warning sign twice.
Florida man stabs tourist despite having no arms.
Dude, the picture of this dude is freaking crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, question. Did he use his mouth with the knife in it? I would
don't know
assume.
how.
Or did he use his toes? Like, I don't know.
Florida man ripped urinal from a restaurant bathroom wall and ran away naked into the woods.
Okay, I think we've peaked with Florida Man headlines.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna close my laptop and never open it again. I'm deciding that now.
Yes.
Was that funny?
Sorry, here's the last one. Florida man pauses, police chase to rehydrate with stolen Capri Sun, says smoking crack makes him thirsty.
Oh,
Dude,
no.
I kind of want to be friends with that Florida man specifically.
Why?
Because he seems like a chill dude.
Oh my gosh. Well, that was our comedy segment. Oh, that might. I don't know.
Just edit.
I feel underwhelmed.
It's okay.
That's okay. That's okay.
Our next segment, I think we can.
Our next segment will take this podcast by storm.
Yeah.
Are you ready to spin the wheel for the mystery segment?
Absolutely. I'm not gonna tell you what all is on this.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you told me before we started recording.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell the listeners.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because it's gonna be different every single time.
Yeah, we change up the wheel every episode. All right.
I guess I will tell you what we have. Our options are. We got Marvel or DC and why.
And why?
Crazy stories, movies, coffee, hot takes, and in my opinion. And then we also have apples or androids.
Apple or Android?
Apple or Android. Apples or androids, I think would be really funny.
That just sounds like a Reddit post.
That's what I'm saying. All right, are we ready to spin?
Yeah.
All right, and here we go. Coffee.
Coffee. Ooh.
Coffee.
Okay.
All right.
So are we just talking about all things and everything coffee?
We are
or
talking about coffee.
Or like how we like our coffee.
How we like our coffee. Our favorite kind of coffee.
Well, actually, considering as how I have my laptop here, I can go into my account. I have a Google Doc here of a research paper I did in high school about coffee.
No way.
I did extensive research on this. I know everything and anything and everything there is to know about coffee.
We can make coffee funny. I bet we can.
Oh, we can absolutely make coffee funny.
All right. I think the best way to start this is, how do you take your coffee?
How do I take my coffee? I take my coffee. I actually do like Folgers, which apparently most people in our family, maybe not most people, but it's not our family's first choice of coffee.
It was for a while.
It was, but apparently they just stopped eating. I think.
Whenever I say
eating coffee.
Whenever I say how do you take your coffee, I don't mean what brand.
Yeah, no, I know. That's where I'm starting. I'm
Okay.
starting with the brand. I do enjoy a good Folgers coffee. Folgers coffee with. This is gonna sound excessive. A fourth of a cup of sugar, right? For like 24 ounces of coffee. Yes.
That's a lot of sugar.
It is a lot of sugar. But
speaking of Folgers, for the longest time I thought it was Folgers.
Folgers.
And I was so confident whenever I would tell people.
That's
my favorite
hilarious.
Was Folgers, and it was until I saw the commercial for like the first time that I was competent.
First time you were competent.
And it was shocking to say the least. But now I know that it's Folgers.
Yeah, Folgers. I will also accept Maxwell House.
Yes.
Which is good. For some reason though, I feel like my family, specifically Dad, has I don't know. Maybe I just don't have as much of a refined taste as him, but I think it's been overhyped.
Yeah.
Folgers is like a nostalgia thing for me. When I first started drinking coffee, it probably was.
Yeah.
I don't remember when I started drinking coffee.
I think I started drinking coffee.
Maybe that's why you have problems now with caffeine.
You're not wrong.
You have caffeine issues, dude.
I have caffeine issues. I really need to lay off the caffeine.
I don't remember when I started drinking coffee, but I know I had friends in the third grade who drank black coffee.
Black coffee is good, man.
I mean, listen, I tried, and the aftertaste, I can't do. I just can't do it. I would love to love black coffee, but I can't. I have to have it with a fourth a cup of sugar and an estimated amount of heavy cream.
Yeah, heavy cream. I'll say this. I have a very particular taste when it comes to coffee.
I have a very particular set of skills.
That's what I'm telling you. So I don't drink coffee as much as I used to because I had like a whole blood pressure thingy, so I can't have caffeine, or I can have it, just not a lot. So I don't drink coffee on a regular basis. I still drink it on occasion, but I don't have it all the time.
Yeah.
But I prefer black coffee. I like Maxwell House. I like a medium roast or a Colombian roast.
Oh.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Now, this is really weird, but I like black coffee with butter in it.
Oh. You know, I actually thought about doing that at one point.
It's so good because it's got the smoothness of if you were to put heavy cream in it, but it doesn't change the taste.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I genuinely would want to try that. And there's probably some people out there who probably think you're nuts. But
I know. I encourage you to try it with just like a little bit of butter. That's all it takes. There should be like a little film of melted butter on the top of the coffee. It's so good. I like that. And there's also a local coffee shop that we have that makes something. It's called the Criminal. And anytime I go there, I always get an iced Criminal.
Criminal's good.
They're good. It's coffee with caramel and toffee, and there's like milk in it. I like caramel a lot. It's really good. I will either do black coffee or I'll do that. I don't go to Starbucks. I don't buy Starbucks. I don't buy Starbucks. The only time I do go to Starbucks is occasionally if I have a gift card. Right. I'm not really gonna ever spend my own money at Starbucks, and if I do, I usually get a refresher or something. And
yeah, I get that.
Mainly reason why I don't go to Starbucks is because I hate their sizing scheme. Yeah. It's so stupid.
If you order a large, we slap you in the face and throw the coffee in your hair.
That's what it feels. It's like I'll say, yeah, can I have a large? And they're like, oh, do you mean venti? It's like,
yeah.
No, I mean large. There's like, well, we have tall, grande, and venti, and then there's like there's a
mystery fourth size that no one else knows about unless you know the locals.
But tall and grande actually mean large. Venti means 20. What are we doing?
I'm pretty sure it's not even 20 ounces or whatever it is.
I have no idea how much it is, but I'm not gonna bother to look because it's so stupid.
Okay, alright, chillax.
Sorry,
yeah.
I that was my soapbox moment. Remember how we said we were gonna have each of us can get a soapbox moment per episode. That was my soapbox moment.
Alright. Hot or iced?
I like my black coffee hot. I like my other special fancy coffee iced. Just because I like to have a drink. Because whenever I get iced coffee or I get a fancy one, I'm usually out with a friend.
Right.
And I want to have something that I can walk around and drink as like a buffer point. If it's too hot, I'm walking around with a hot liquid in my hand for a half an hour before I can drink it. And then at that point, I only have 5 minutes to be able to drink it where it's a good temperature, and then it gets too cold. But I like iced coffee because I can drink it faster, and then I have a lot of ice to chew on after.
Interesting. I want to learn y'all something over there on the internet.
All right.
That I think Paisley knows about from when I was making this paper. There is a coffee that is pretty much a delicacy. All right. It is one of the, I guess, strangest coffees ever. Not because of its taste. Well, probably because of its taste. All right. It is one of the most unique coffees because of the way it is made. I believe, if I'm pronouncing this right, it is known as Kopi Luwak. The name Kopi Luwak stems from an Indonesian language. Kopi meaning coffee, and Luwak meaning Asian palm civet. Yeah, civet is not actually a cat. It's referred to a kind of cat. The cat's name is in the coffee because before the coffee bean is dried and roasted, it passes through the digestive tract of the animal and is harvested from its droppings. That is what this says. I would be lying if I said that I didn't want to try this, because it is very expensive. But hear me out, okay? Hypothetically. Actually, no, this is quite literally the reason why. So, okay, for those of you who don't know, coffee comes from trees. All right, they come in the form of little cherries, like a coffee cherry. That what they do is they will feed the Asian palm civet a few of these cherries, and they dig through its droppings to find the bean of the coffee, and then they wash it thoroughly. Okay, they wash it, and they process it and everything. They process it into what we know as coffee. But the thing that makes this so expensive is not only the process that they do to get the civets and everything, but also because of the taste of the coffee. The enzymes in the civets digestive tract. It lessens the strength of the bitterness, which I know is like people like, but it makes it smooth. It makes it a naturally smooth coffee. This is probably horribly disgusting to some people.
People like me.
Okay,
this is nasty.
No, I would love to try this because
then you are weird.
No, I'm not weird. I am not weird because
that is the best way to describe your infatuation.
Admittedly, this is my paper that I made. Admittedly, the coffee sounds less than appetizing after knowing how it's made, but it is in fact a highly sophisticated process. The civet first eats the cherry. As the fruit digests, the bean is all that's left, and the enzymes within the cat's digestive system actually enhances the flavor and removes the coffee's bitterness entirely. As stated before, the specific coffee can be made in a variety of flavors depending on the civet's diet and what coffee cherries it consumes. Coffee luwak can have earthly, floral, and even chocolatey flavors. As you might have guessed, the beans are thoroughly washed after they are harvested. Needless to say, coffee luwak is a highly sought-after drink. But who on earth came up with these on earth? Yeah, there's kind of just common your basic staple for a high school paper. But it just goes into history.
Jeffrey Dahmer type.
What are you talking about?
I am thoroughly uncomfortable.
Do you know
the Muffin Man? Yes, and I don't think he would approve of this either.
No. Do you know the actual demand for coffee?
No.
Look at this. I did some research on this statistic. All right, look at this. Look at this. Even when they increase production by raising their own civets, only 50 tons of coffee luwak are produced a year. All right, only 50 tons. In comparison, regular store-bought coffee comes in at around 9.5 million tons a year.
Yeah, as it should be.
Shut up. The demand for coffee still remains incredibly high by the market. By 2030, it is said the international market size for this delicacy will reach a grand $10 billion. This is about the coffee luwak coffee. This isn't even regular coffee. By 2030, the demand will reach $10 billion.
That is insane.
I know. I want to try it.
I don't get this.
You don't want to try this?
No.
At all? Why not? This is
because I don't feel like having that in me.
I understand where you're coming from. And I get that you wouldn't want to consume something that has passed through another animal. But we drink water all the time.
That's way different.
It's really not.
We have filters, dog.
They wash the beans and they roast them.
That makes me feel so much better.
They wash them, they roast them, they peel them, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
I will shoot you.
Why?
This is disgusting.
It is.
I lost so much respect.
It is disgusting. How? Okay, well, that hurts. But
I didn't have a whole lot to begin with, but it's much worse for you now. Okay, I'll say this. You are entitled to your opinion. It's just wrong.
Wrong? Okay. I do, at some point in my life, want to try it.
That's great for you.
I am saying this not because I just want to know. I want to know if it's exactly what it is, because there's no freaking way that just because it's been through the digestive tract of an animal, just because it's done that, and it actually does not enhance or change the flavor in any way, and people just buy it for that reason. I mean, I guess I can kind of see that happening with like the rich foods like caviar and nasty stuff.
Caviar, nasty. Escargot, nasty. All of the cat crap. That's coffee.
I'm only saying, like,
you know what all three
we can't actually. Okay, listen. Rich people are not the only people buying this. All right, because it does say that it's expensive. It's just like more expensive by the pound, really. Like you can look up. I'm pretty sure Walmart sells this kind of stuff. It's not like it's not a literal delicacy. At least not from where we are.
Yeah.
But like where it's probably locally sourced, it's probably more expensive. But where we are right now, you can get it for, I don't want to say relatively cheap, probably more expensive than your average coffee, arguably. But I mean, it's not like hard to get at all. I mean...
And that's what scares me.
I am just saying
because people like you.
People like me. I'm not even rich. I just want to try it.
I know. It kind of makes you wonder, though. Who discovered this?
Oh, it's in my paper.
Oh, gosh. Of course it is.
It was the Dutch. Yeah, let's see. Here.
This seems like a terrible, terrible idea.
No, it's amazing. This is a fantastic idea.
I don't think that... What if you get worms?
You get worms? No, you won't get worms.
How do you know?
Because of how they process it. They're roasted. The worms die.
You ever cleaned out a litter box?
Yes, I have, actually.
It's nasty.
It is nasty.
Imagine drinking coffee made out of that.
It's not made out of poop. It's made out of the beans in the poop. And they wash it. The beans aren't digested is the thing. They're impervious to the digestion.
I have a question.
Okay, answer.
If you fed a cat corn, same process, and you hosed it down or whatever it is they do, and then they roasted it, and then you made popcorn, would you eat that popcorn?
Well, here's the thing. Corn, sorry. Were you specifically saying that it's raw, unpopped corn?
It is unpopped corn that has gone through the whole digestive system of a cat that has been fed, I don't know, chocolate, whatever, and then...
Aren't cats like allergic to vegetables and stuff? Does popcorn corn count as vegetable?
I don't know how it works.
Listen,
You would think that a cat would be...
Well, here's the thing. Civets aren't even actually cats. As I said, they're just called that. They're not actually cats.
They might as well be.
It's not actually cat. It's referred to a kind of cat. It's not actually. I don't know what it really is. I didn't put it in this thing. But it was the Dutch that made it, pretty sure.
The Dutch are on some crazy stuff.
No. The invention of the copulac was also an ambiguous wonder. It was discovered by the Indonesians in the islands of Java, but was only exported out of Indonesia by the Dutch when they entered in the 1600s. So it was the Indonesians. After the Dutch conquered the land, their resources dwindled since the demand for coffee was so high. The Dutch created the known as the cultivation system. I don't know how to pronounce the thing. The specific system told the Javanese what to plant, how to maintain it. So I guess it was the Dutch who knew how to make it, and then they just planted it in the islands of Indonesia. Whatever.
I don't trust the Dutch.
Well, we are Dutch, so I guess that makes sense why you don't trust me.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Regardless,
we're allegedly Dutch.
Allegedly.
I don't doubt that we got some Irish in us.
Yeah, well,
or maybe Scottish.
Just because I have red hair doesn't mean.
It kind of does.
Yeah, no, I know.
it most certainly definitely means it.
Okay.
Well, I know we have native somewhere. We're like, I don't remember what it is.
It doesn't matter anymore.
We're not getting into heritage right now.
We're not getting into heritage or anything else of that asset. I just am saying I want to try this, and I'm going to make you try it. I'm going to force it down your throat.
I will not respect you if you do.
Well, that's unfortunately all the time we have for today.
Yeah.
All right, we have completed our last segment. Do you have any closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts.
Well, I guess you just thought them, so...
You're disgusting.
No, I'm not. Okay, well, whatever. You're entitled to your own opinions, as am I.
Yes.
Okay.
One of us is right, and one of us is less right.
That's quite the declarative. Are you willing to back that up with evidence?
Yes.
Okay, I'm listening.
You find eating and drinking cat crap to be interesting, and I think it could be fun. That's nasty.
That is not what I said. Hypothetically, in your own world, that might be what I said, but it's not. Thank you all for joining the Hypothetically podcast. This has been Lyrical Larkish Lachlan.
And Passionately Patriotic Paisley.
And we'll hypothetically see you next episode. Peace.
Toodles.